Yes, yes, yes. Trafal Dawkins, Combat Radio. And today, we're talking about Julian White versus Jarret Hurd, who fought for the unified junior middleweight title. Or is it super welterweight? Either way. Julian Williams, in a highly entertaining fight, sprung a shocking upset over the previously unbeaten Jarret Hurd to capture the WBA and IBF junior middleweight titles on Saturday night at the Eagle Bank Arena in Fairfax, Virginia. Williams, who was the 5-1 underdog, was fighting in Hurd's backyard, floored the champ in the second round on his way to a unanimous decision after 12 rounds of mostly close quarters action. The scores by two judges were 116 to 111. No, that's wrong. The score by one judge was 116 to 111, and by the other two judges, 115 to 112. I myself had that as a fairly reasonable assessment of the action. The entertaining scrap completed a comeback for the 29-year-old from West Philadelphia known as J-Rock, who has won 5 in a row since suffering a knockout in the 5th round to this guy, Jamal. Is that how you pronounce it? Jamal Charlo, in his only other world title shot. That took place in December 2016. He's been on a comeback ever since. Afterwards, a teary-eyed Williams, who was homeless at the age of 13 and watched his mother battle drug addiction, was so overcome by emotion that he had trouble conducting the in-ring interview. They told me I was done. I was washed up. I had no chin. Jarret is a great fighter. He pushed me. I got so motivated because everybody was doubting me. I turned off my Twitter. I turned off my Instagram. I blocked out all the good stuff, all the bad stuff. In the boxing world, they make it seem like fighters take a loss and they can't come back. They're no good, washed up, good for nothing. I knew that wasn't the case. So please, stop condemning fighters after they take a loss. I think those were very sage words from J-Rock. It was a quiet first round. Williams appeared to hurt Hurd midway through the second with a pair of combinations, then dropped him with about 30 seconds to go with a crisp left hook. Seemed kind of glancing, but it did the job nonetheless. Hurd was making his 4th title defense. He rose quickly, but Williams closed in on him again as the bell sounded. Williams continued to look in control until the close of the 5th round, when Hurd got him up against the ropes and landed a damaging combination. Hurd opened the 6th as if he believed Williams had been hurt, connecting with a very early right hook that set off a ferocious round from both fighters and brought chants from the partisan crowd of 5,105 in Hurd's backyard. Yeah, here we see J-Rock. Hurd, close contact, combat, close quarters. He wasn't as easy to hit as I expected, said J-Rock of his opponent. He was crafty and had heavy hands. I just stayed poised, listened to my coach, and I just worked. Yes, he did. He put in that work. He did put in that work. I thought Hurd looked a little flat from the get-go. I don't know if all this weight draining had an effect on him. Don't take anything away from J-Rock's performance. It may be that J-Rock was just that much better, but from my perspective, J-Rock started, he just looked the winner from the start to me. From the start, even, to be honest, even before the fight begun, J-Rock had a certain composure. He had a look of belief. He had a look as if he'd come to put some work in and cause an upset. That was just them two standing together as the ref gave his instructions. At that moment, I looked at J-Rock and I just saw something in his demeanor. Like, this man is here for business. This man is here to piss some people off. This man is here to cause an upset. And from the very get-go, he looked like the winner to me. He really did have the air of a winner. And Hurd, from the get-go, from the first round, I don't know. He just looked like, I didn't see him pulling it out. After the second round, I really didn't see Hurd pulling off the fight. I really didn't see it. He looked flat in his movement. He looked drained. He didn't look sharp. I don't like the way he takes shots in general, in any of his fights anyway. I mean, the aim of boxing is to hit and not be hit. And for me, Jarret Hurd in general takes too many shots. You're supposed to try and avoid shots. Sometimes I get the feeling he's not even trying to avoid shots sometimes. I'm sure I'm wrong. I'm sure nobody's going to be that stupid just to stand there and deliberately take shots. But I don't like the lack of evasiveness from Hurd. I would prefer him to work on his evasiveness. I mean, J-Rock contradicts what I'm saying because he said he's not as easy to hit as I thought. But you still hit him though, frequently and regularly. J-Rock had the sharper punches, the sharper combinations. Hurd may have had the heavier hands, maybe, but J-Rock was just sharper. Pure and simple. Hurd was classy in defeat. He said J-Rock was the better man tonight. He put me down for the first time in my career, and he came out with a victory. No nerves had anything to do with it. There's definitely a rematch clause in our contract, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to come back better than I was tonight, and you need to be better than you were tonight. You need to be much better. I don't know if it's time for Hurd to move up in weight, but he looked drained to me. He didn't have no snap. Didn't have no snap at all. I was not overwhelmed by Hurd's performance. I'm assuming it's the weight draining, but you're going to fight him at the same weight, so I don't know. I just don't know what to expect in the second one. I don't know. Maybe need to stay lighter in the off season. I don't know. Or maybe just move up. I don't see things going much different the second time around, to be quite frank with you. I really don't. But hey, this is boxing. Anything could happen. I will certainly watch. I will certainly tune in to the rematch because this was a highly entertaining encounter. Highly entertaining. I would recommend you watch it if you have not done so already. Congratulations, J-Rock. Good on you, Hurd, for being a gentleman in defeat. This is Raphael Dawkins. It's Combat Radio. If you may, you will see a little red subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Hit that if you have not subscribed already. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Don't forget to tune in to the live shows. Go to my page. Check out the videos. I appreciate that. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'm out. out.